Ah, the 4th of July, the most American of festivities that honors the brave men and women of the early colonies declaring their independence from the British Empire in 1776. It is appropriate that the holiday is referred to as Independence Day and is celebrated by some of the most laudable of American traits, feasting and colorful explosions. These attributes, however virtuous and fitting of our heritage, can be fraught with peril. This lecture will advise how one can be preserved from the dangers that can arise from the riotous observance of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Feasting is one of the oldest time-honored traditions of celebration. On the 4th of July, it has been unanimously decided upon by we the people that barbecue is the best way to commemorate this great event. In preparing this traditional meal, steps must be taken to provide for the common defense. When grilling, thoroughly cook the meat, else those who eat may feel quite ill, like the British surrendering at Yorktown.
What's that over there?
I believe they're surrendering, sir.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Ooh. Once you have everything grilling, take care not to spray lighter fluid in existing flames, or you will end up wearing a fashionable powdered wig, like George Washington. However, where you are and what you eat is irrelevant, save there is an abundance of food and camaraderie. Another of the most common methods of remembering the great sacrifice of our founders is through the much consumption of liquor. While this practice can be a fitting tribute, one must take care on how much one drinks. While enjoyable, if taken in too much quantity, spirits can impair the judgment of the consumer. The intoxicated person then makes gross errors by believing they can perform many tasks which are unattainable by the inebriated. Such tasks include dancing or speaking with one's former lover in order to form a more perfect union. Though perhaps the greatest danger is that of driving while in such a state. The simplest solution to this danger? Plan on sleeping where you drink, so you may continue making toasts to this great nation.
America! Woo!
A more natural sort of hazard exists on this day as well, the sun. When braving the dangers of the frontier on this day, be mindful of your apparel, and that with each layer shed, you exponentially increase your chances of scorching your skin. This can be prevented by applying a certain medicinal concoction known as sunscreen to the areas of your body that are exposed. You can also hinder the influence of the sun by being in the comfort of your own home. By staying indoors, you drastically reduce your chances of being burned. If you decide to risk the sun, your skin may look like a reminder of the stripes of our flag. That's one way to display your patriotism. Many households also engage in frivolity by playing a myriad of lawn games. Perhaps you participate by throwing one of your dishes at another person while they attempt to catch it. I believe they call it frisbee. Or you could play cornhole by tossing a bag at a wooden platform. Corn was very valuable in the early days of our country, and it is confusing why one would fill a bag with kernels and throw it at something. You could also throw a horseshoe at a peg in the ground, though they would probably suit a horse better. With all these games, take heed to watch what you aim at and do not throw at another person. Perhaps you would be best suited by playing a rousing game of stick pull. And lastly, which red-blooded American citizen could forget about fireworks? These wonderful spectacles give us our own rocket's red glare, and they entertain and fascinate children and adults alike. Care must be taken to inspect the colorful explosive, for if one is defective, you may experience some of the sounds and feelings our ancestors did while fighting at Bunker Hill. When allowing children to frolic with sparklers, do watch them so they will not cause others to see by the dawn's early light. And do not attempt to duel by shooting the fireworks at each other, as this may result in accidental loss of vision or igniting of your homestead. Independence Day is a glorious occasion where every American can unleash the fervent spirit of patriotism that lies dormant within them. It is a day when we put aside our petty squabbles and celebrate the only thing that matters, being a citizen of the United States of America. For we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, and that when we band together as citizens of this great nation, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. So wave your flag in pride, grab a drink, and let us celebrate together for the land of the free and the home of the brave. If you enjoyed this jovial display of safety and patriotism, Please find more videos on a variety of subjects at GotSafety.com or by speaking with one of our representatives for more information. Stay safe, America!